first view of the Kissimmee River earlier today. Had a little bit of a late start. So I think I actually got up and got everything packed probably by 9:30 or close to 10 o'clock, but more thunderstorms came in earlier this morning, and this is the worst one I've been through yet. My tent felt like it was going to go sideways, but it held in there, so that was good. And after that, it really got windy around noon to 1 o'clock. In fact, the gusts were probably up to 25-30 miles per hour. Weather report was saying even above 30. But the wind started dying down a couple hours ago, and right now I'm about a mile away from where I'm going to camp tonight. I camped at the Yates Marsh campsite last night, and with all the rain that we've had, that place, it was to be expected, was pretty much underwater. There were probably 2 dry spots in the whole site, and I camped out on one of them. A little chilly this morning, about 41 degrees, but it's pretty nice. The sun's out. You can get a good view of this part of the marsh. It's pretty nice. Take a look. Ran into a couple guys this morning at the campsite that were out to hunt wild hog. You know there's got to be a lot of those out here. You can see all over the place where they root up, but guys were about to call it quits. They'd been out there maybe an hour or so and said it was probably too cold. There wasn't going to be much roaming around, so they were packing up and leaving. About the last 130 miles have been nothing but road walks and dike hiking. Now I'm on some actual trail. It's a nice change. Take a look. This is the first stile I'm crossing on the trail. Almost feels like I'm back in Big Cypress. Water right now is about knee deep. Man, as soon as you cross that stile on US 98, you're in it. There were a couple times where I thought I may have to take my pack off and carry it above my head because it was like an inch from my waist. This is deep water. Nice scenery. A lot of ducks around. I was wondering how much longer it was going to be deep like that because it seemed like quite a while. And then I saw this field of broom sedge I'm walking through now. I figured the water had to be a little less as I got closer to that. Now I'm about to go under this oak hammock. It's flooded, but take a look. I'm at the Mikko landing campsite. I think I'm saying that right. Mikko? Anyhow, I was worried this place was going to be underwater. I read that it floods when the Kissimmee River is too high, and I wasn't sure if the river was actually higher than it usually is. But I just figured with the rain from the last few days, but it's actually not bad. It's a little soggy in places, but up here around the two picnic tables and the big live oak behind me is fairly dry. So I'm gonna pitch my tent here and have something to eat and call it a night because it's gonna get cold tonight. Well, I think it's gonna dip just below 40 degrees. Just did a small resupply at the Cracker Trail Country Store. Nice place, had a little bit of everything. People are friendly. Got a turkey sub at the top of my pack that I'll have for dinner this evening. And it was 1.3 miles off the trail to get here, and now I'm doing the 1.3 back, but it was worth it. I haven't done any mail drops or anything like that since I've been on the trail, and I just figured I'd resupply as I happen upon these little stores, and so far it's worked out good for me. I hope it continues that way. I just crossed the gate behind me, heading into Starvation Slough, and this is what's in front of me. Going through Starvation Slough right now. I just left camp about 30 minutes ago, and I'm gonna make it through this, and I've got about 20 miles ahead of me to make it to Kissimmee Prairie Preserve State Park. Just came out of Starvation Slough, and it's 41 degrees. That water is cold. my feet are a little numb. I just entered Duck Slough. Water right now is up to my knees. This section of the trail going through this prairie is beautiful to me. I mean, there's nothing around. In the distance you can see the live oak and sable hammocks. It's just really nice. Here, see for yourself. heading out from the campground at Kissimmee Prairie Preserve State Park, and I met a couple hikers there last night that already had a campsite, and they let me stay there. And campsite was pretty nice. Had a bathhouse with hot showers, laundry, so I did both of those. And now I'm on my way leaving the state park, and I'm gonna try to make rattlesnake hammock tonight. Oh, also today I'll be passing through the S65A lock. Check out this palm hammock I'm about to pass through. Across the S65A lock, and on the west side of Kissimmee River from Okeechobee all the way up to S65A was a hike along the east side. I'm here at the Kiso Ghost Town campsite, and this place is nice. It's big, has barbecue grills, picnic tables, portable toilets. I stopped here briefly just to get some water out of the river to carry up with me to Rattlesnake Hammock, because this is the last reliable water source in between here and there. The ground on this side of the Kissimmee, the west side, is much drier than the east side, even from this morning. I like it. I like the dry ground. Take a look at this section of the trail. Much different from what I hiked through yesterday and this morning. Just approached the trail that leads into Rattlesnake Hammock, and it looks like it's just ahead. Here. This is it. expecting rain this morning. Rain and thunder showers all the way into the afternoon. But I've got a short day ahead of me. I'm only doing about 8 miles today to the River Ranch Resort, where I'll stay and take a zero tomorrow. Yesterday I hiked with a couple guys, the same guys that shared their campsite with me at the Kissimmee Prairie Preserve State Park, and they've already gone up ahead of me since I'm only doing 8 miles today. But it was a good day yesterday hiking with them. Experienced hikers. One guy's hiked over 11,000 miles. He's done the AT, PCT, CDT. His name is Handlebars. And the other guy, his name is Morningwood. He's done a lot of hiking himself, the AT, all kinds of stuff. Hiking through a cow pasture. The trail's going through this burned section, but look at the sand. It's almost pure white, like sand you'd see at the beach. This is the first slough I've come across on the trail where I have not had to wade through it. This is Ice Cream Slough. I'm here at the Long Hammock campsite. I'm going to take a short break here and then continue on to River Ranch. So far I really haven't seen any bad weather. It has sprinkled a little bit in the last couple hours, but maybe I'm going to be lucky and won't see any of the rain. Well, I didn't make it to River Ranch before the rain started. Here at the Kisso WMA under a shelter, and looks like it's letting up just a little bit, so I'll probably be taking off from here in just a few minutes. Took a zero yesterday at River Ranch, and man, it was nice. I stuffed myself, I ate so much. It was great. Cold this morning, 37 degrees, a little bit of wind, and it looks like it's going to be about the same tomorrow morning. I'm following this road to State Road 60, and I'll be on State Road 60 for a little while, so most of today looks like a road walk. I'll do 22 miles to Dry Pond campsite next to Lake Jackson, I believe. Crossing the Kissimmee River again, back to the east side of the river. Well, that'll be the last time I see the Kissimmee River while on the trail. About another 4 miles ahead of me is the entrance to Three Lakes. And from there, it looks like the trail continues north towards the Orlando area.